ghosts in the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core. Short track raging super speedway calm. Turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity riding that knife. Loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feather in the throttle on the razor's edge. Praying that Echo don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down. Taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes. Old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN. Long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall. Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights. Wheel to wheel and side by side, this is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500. Lights up, rigs on, tempers running high. This ain't just a lobby, this is SIM500. From the papyrus days to the laser line, old school soul in a new age grind. Premier series where the best complete. Pixel scars from the dirty clean speed. Monday lights, next gen roar. Club cars pounding on a digital shore. Every restart, heart rate red line. Chasing one more win in the Monday night shine. Rubber on the rails, sparks ghosts in the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core. Short track raging super speedway calm. Turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity riding that knife. Loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feather in the throttle on the razor's edge. Praying that Echo don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down. Taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes. Old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is all. Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN. Long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall. Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. iRacing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights. Wheel to wheel and side by side, this is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live and in charge. A little countdown of green as we get ready for the Lady in Black. It is Darlington Raceway. It is all about week 6 here tonight in the Cook's Landscape Cup Series, Premier Series here for SIM500 Racing as we look pretty darn snazzy. I like what we see. Look what we're doing. Sim500.com. Hello to Budgie out there. Hello to everybody. Hello to each and every one of you. We're watching our live on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. This will be our last Monday on Facebook, or just so everybody's aware. Next Sunday is my final broadcast on Facebook. We'll still be live on Twitch and YouTube, and we're going to work on some other things as well as far as being able to make the content stick. But Facebook is ending their gaming creator program, and well, it's not going to save our videos. It's not going. It's not going to be worth it. But what we'll do is we will post the links for the YouTube and the Twitch, and we'll continue to grow our Facebook platform as we would see fit. But you're going to get to enjoy it tonight. So please reach up, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe or follow it, no matter where you're following us at. Keep up on the social media news that we have. We'll use Facebook as our social media platform for all the news that we can do. Week 6 here at Darlington Raceway. We're going to run 147 laps. We do have 4 sets of tires, 100% fuel, no fast repair for the drivers. They are running the beefy, it's a 1.3 mile length racing surface, so it's technically under 1.5 miles. So we're going to have the 750 horsepower package underneath the cars tonight as drivers are going to finish up qualifying. We should have a warm-up process here, and if not, we're going to go straight into qualifying. Straight into the grid. It'll be absolutely fantastic. No matter how we look at it, Darlington is a phenomenal racetrack, and 147 laps is what we do. Track temperatures are going to be between 105 and 115, depending on where everything kind of sits when it comes to drivers getting around the racetrack. The air temperature of 79 degrees is going to keep things nice and blistery, and 66% humidity is going to keep the heat into the racetrack as well as the cloud cover. Can see a difference in depending on the racetrack where they're at, but we could see a few different variations of the track. But as it is, 105 degrees right now. Warm up is exactly that. 4-mile-an-hour wind for all the drivers, so kind of calm here in the Darlington Raceway racing machines. Drivers are going to get out there and do a little warm up and enjoy themselves. We'll see who does what. Excuse me. Tonight, you're not just racing the field; you're kind of racing the wall. You're racing tire wear, and eventually you're going to be racing yourself. So, this is a racetrack that does show. It's going to be tough to pass, but we're going to see how this race fares out. I watched the NASCAR Cup Series race yesterday, and it was a great race. So that being said, we're going to see who's going to have the lady in black all up in the arms. You know what I mean? Coming to the week 6, Dylan C. Jones sits on top of the point standings, 196, consistent, clean, and in control. Right behind him, just 8 points back, is Daniel Eberhardt, who already has a win this season and has been one of the most efficient drivers in the field. Tyler Dalton, only 12 back from there, leads the series with 2 poles. Pure speed and just looking to convert it into more wins. Then there is, Tyler Dalton. Justin Fuller, who has a win and the highest average rating in the field. He sits 29 back after just a little bit of what happened over the last couple of weeks. Kevin Brown is going to be out there with, 34 points behind the leader. He is stacking up some strong finishes. Love seeing it. David Schildhouse, 4 points behind that, trending upwards at the right time. Chad Coleman jumped to 11 spots last week. Momentum. He's got momentum coming into Darlington, and that's going to be huge. So this is where the championship kind of starts to separate contenders from pretenders, as I would call it. You're starting to get into. You're into week 6. You're starting to get into the heart of what we're seeing in the NASCAR series, where the chase format is really starting to show who's going to be able to maximize points, and that's what we're looking at here tonight. And I want to thank Cook's Landscape Group for being a part of the SIM500 Cup Series as always, and we appreciate everybody doing it. Darlington is all about managing the tires, and especially the right side tires. Riding the wall without hitting it, adapting to where the track changes, if the line changes. You're gonna want to do that, but you're gonna hit the wall tonight. The question is how many times and how hard. That is the wherewithal on this racetrack. You have to push the limits of the racetrack, and you have to push the limits of the race car. These cars can take a little bit more beating in the real world, but on iRacing, you have a tendency to have a toe link break if you're just into the wall too much. So I'm kind of looking at where these drivers are going to be. Again, with the track temperature the way it is, we might see things like that right there, where the drivers coming off the downhill section out of 3 and 4 or out of 1 and 2. It'll challenge the race car. It'll challenge the drivers to keep it nice and calm. Grip is limited and patience is everything tonight. Again, keep your eye on Dylan C. Jones, Daniel Eberhardt, Tyler Dalton, Justin Fuller, and watch Chad Coleman, some of the biggest mover in the one of the biggest movers in the standings, and momentum's going to matter here. So we'll see how he does tonight. Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. Driver's going to finish up the next 60 seconds. Everybody grab your waters, grab your hydrates, do your thing. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Make sure you give us a follow on Twitch and on Facebook. You can follow us on TikTok as well. I'm working on getting TikTok to be, but I'm trying to fix TikTok. That's what I want to see. I want to see TikTok be able to be a part of the platform as well. So, keep that in mind when it comes to what we're doing. But yeah, we should be good to go. Everything should be pretty snazzy. Everybody should be on point tonight. And we'll see how this one will fare out. Tonight's going to be all about what everybody can do. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to have a place in the standings here. Hello, Budgie. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in, all the chats. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful night. I do. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get down to it. They're gonna finish up right now, and then we're gonna rock on over, and we're gonna see exactly what's happening here. I need to do two things and get to it. So we're gonna get down to it right now. At least that's what I'm thinking. All right. Starting grid for tonight's race going to look as such. There it is. Jason Karlavich is going to be out there on that pole. He's going to get I think that's his first pole of the season. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. Cody Harris, Mark Jorgensen Jr., David Schildhouse is going to be your front row on this one. Nelson Rivera, Daniel Eberhardt's going to make up row number 3. Eric Arnold, Bentley Glazer in row number 4. Andrew Cody. Cody is going to be out there with Tyler Dalton in row number 5. Justin Kleinberg, Kevin Brown in row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Stephen Miles, Troy Height, Josh Parker, Mike Kelly out there at row number 8. Chad Coleman, Dylan C. Jones in row 9. Jose Gonzalez, David Comstock in row 10. Stoney Benfield's out there with Brock Wilson in row 11. Bobby Wetzel, Ty Bass in row 12. Row 13 will be Thomas George, Brandon Garand. Then we're going to have Wesley Donaldson, Glenn Campbell there in row 14. Row 15, Logan Kogar, Josh Ball. Doug Roth, Joey Chatina out there in row 16. Row 17 will be Brian Wortman, Rich Beasley. Kevin Stone and John Ellis through row 18. Row 19 will be Joe Hudson, Doug Sigmund. Mark Schrader is going to be out there with Steve Vest in the final 40 for that final row, 21 rows back. 42 drivers tonight, and it's a pretty massive understatement when it comes to what these drivers are going to have to deal with. Oh yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend. All the crazy things. Mr. Van Nest, how are you doing? Mr. Van Nest, make sure that you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. You can so you guys can watch on YouTube and do the comments and do all that stuff. I hope. I know that Facebook is kind of where you and the missus watch quite often, but you'll be able to watch all the cool stuff over there on the YouTube. All right, yeah, driver's going to be ready to go. It's going to be the 60 out front. Jorgensen Jr. will be on the inside. Snowing at the moment there. Good. Boogly. Well, you need to get away from that snow, Budgie. You truly do. But, I mean, you know, it is what it is. All right, drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's go green flag racing here at SIM500. Week 6, we're going loud and proud. Let's do it. Boom, baby. Maybe. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, no. Jorgensen already. It happened very quickly. Well. That was a quick caution. Happened on the green flag, so let's take a look. It was 22 behind. Oh, 88 got free. Just got free, got to the 28. I think those are the only 2 drivers involved. Okay. All right. We're good. Oh, catch back up. Quick little caution. We'll catch up. Yeah, it's okay. Hopefully, Jorgensen's going to be able to work through it. Brian Workman coming around. He should be on the lead lap. He started from pit road, but he's going to be a lap down. Let's hope he's going to be able to, excuse me, get the lucky dog here and put him back on the lead lap. He was starting from pit road. Oh, no caution. Oh, no, we're still green. That looked like it was a caution. I thought it came out. No, we're green, folks. Sorry. We're 3 of 147. I was wondering, I was like, oh, that should have been a caution. No, they wrecked on the inside. iRacing throws the cautions. We're still green. How about it, Daniel Eberhardt? I thought they were meeting up with the pace car. SDK gave me a little whoopsie-loo here. Karlovic is going to be able to step away here. Eberhardt's going to have the fastest lap of the race so far. Andrew Cootie's right behind. Oh, there's that caution. Kevin Stone. Here's what happened here. Justin Fuller on the inside. Ooh, 75. Yo, on the 17. They all get stacked up right there. Mark Schrader, Steve Vest. What's up? What's up? Oh, no. Steve Vest jumped the pit road. Not quite sure why. Mark Schrader was in that 67 right here. He had a hard stop. Oh, the 23 trying to brake on the back bumper of the 67. Ouch. Ouch. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, brother? I've spent a lot of time working on clothing today. Good boogly woogly. All right, let's see if we can do a couple things at once here. Oh, thank you for the clip, Budgie. I appreciate you. All right, 60 is going to be your race leader. Eberhardt's going to be in second. A couple of drivers on pit road. Steve Vest is one of the drivers. He jumped to pit road. Ryan Wortman should be your lucky dog here. 17 will come to pit road. We'll see quite a few drivers come to pit road, about a handful or 2. Glenn Campbell, one of the drivers. Joey Chatina, Cody Harris, Justin Kleiber, Kevin Stone on pit road, of course. Stoney Benfield, Joe Hudson. All the thing, folks. All the thing. You go back to work tomorrow, not happy. But work is good. You know why? Because that just means you get to enjoy yourself and take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Love to see it. You got work in 12 minutes. That's perfect. That means we're in somebody's pocket. Ain't nothing wrong with it, folks. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, man. Anyway, how's everybody doing? John Boy Racing says Fowler Type Designs, driver 88. I like his new paint scheme, by the way. John did a great job. Jorge just had a little bit of a mishap, but I like that new paint scheme. That new paint scheme is pretty fire. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. That's pretty nice. He's got to work it. John Boy Racing, appreciate you being out there on YouTube. We appreciate it. He's going to be fine. Everybody will be fine. We're going to go lights off on the pace car here, and they're going to get down to the back straightaway. We're going to get things rocking and rolling here very, very shortly. It'll be the 60, the 90, the 87 of Andrew Cootie's going to be up there. How about 7 spots gained by Mike Kelly? Oh, somebody going around the bottom side. It was Cody Harris. He got released, and I think he's supposed to be on the lead lap, so they let him go. Do the thing. Craig, thank you for following. I appreciate you. Let's do the thing. We're going to green. Black flag for Cody Harris. Hopefully they get that cleared. Doug Sigmund got a black flag as well. Drivers are fanned out here. 14 on the inside. No problem, man. No problem. I like it. That's John Fowler out there. Need a paint scheme. I'm going to recommend him. I'm going to send everybody to you. That's just the way it is. Fieldhouse in third. Cootie's going to be in fourth. Finley Glazer in that Mountain Dew 36 rolling. Love to see it. Love to see it. Love seeing everybody get the support, folks. I really do. All right. All right. No worries, man. You're the man. Appreciate you, brother. 93-22. All right, everybody's going to get things rolling here. Eric Arnold's going to be right in that mix. 31-38 of Chad Coleman working. Karlovic just ran the fastest lap of the race. 29.99 there. Eberhardt's going to be in 90. Schildhaus got a spot growing here. Oh, Schildhaus hit a fire from Cody. 87 there on the inside. 20's going to be able to throttle back in here. This is what's interesting about this racetrack. If you're going to make spots, you got to do it kind of quickly. And you got to set it in. If you don't, well, it turns into a fight. It'll be a fighting them out. Glazer until Karlovic, 2/10 of a second over Eberhardt. Eberhardt was right. Well, I mean, that separated the drivers a little bit, but I tell you what, the Fords could be strong here as well. Toyota's, of course, being the natural progressor, as we've seen. 60 now under fire from Daniel. The two 3,700 plus I-rated drivers run a 1-2. 37-29 for Jason. 39-68 to own Daniels there, C-class driver for the safety rating, or however you want to call that. Schildhaus 55-82 on his high rating. Andrew, a little wall tap. 87 looking high. Got to set up a run here. 10th and a half all the way back. Drivers starting to separate. Let's look at Ty Bass up 9. Justin Fuller's already up 18 spots from the back to the front. '51, try to work. Thomas George up 7. Brandon Garrett up 6. 11 spots for Rich Beasley. Oh, we've got driver cams too. I forgot about my dang old driver cams. So sorry, folks. We appreciate them all. I'm just sitting there looking at what we've got going on, and we appreciate it. Appreciate everybody doing the thing, having some fun. You know, relaxing. That's what we're supposed to be doing, right? We like to see it. We'll smile more on board. All right, let's go. 5-1 looking to the inside of the 91. Everybody working. Rich Beasley had an issue right here on the 10 out of the 88 there. Oh, 88 comes up, gets just a little bit into him. Oh, no. Recorrects it, gets it back forward. Just a little bit of damage on that car. He'll be fine. 5-1 to the 93. That's the battle there. Jason steps out by 4/10 of a second here. Another day, another dollar. What was that? Where does that? Hold on. Now I gotta look. Where does that? Where does another day, another dollar come from? The origin. Another day, another dollar originated in the late 19th or early 20th century, likely stemming from a common daily wage of $1 for laborers or sailors. It reflects the repetitive, routine nature of work, highlighting that each day is similar to the last, providing consistent, modest pay. Of course, all of us in the U.S. Were the reason why that became a thing, I think. I mean, you know, it is what it is. All right, battle for the lead. Now within a quarter of a second. Daniel Eberhardt trying to work in. Schildhaus is backed up 9/10 of a second. Bentley Glazer in that fourth spot has Tyler Dalton working there. Green flag pit stops. Should be somewhere around the 65 to 70 mark. I don't know if driver's going to be able to make it. That's the key, because I know that 58 to 60 laps is pretty darn close. 70 laps is really, really, like, you'd have to be clutching the entire time. And right now, 20 of 147 being completed. It's going to calm down. The fall off on the racetrack right now is starting to show. About 8/10 of a second for the majority of the drivers. Your race leader has the fastest lap of the race. Rich Beasley having an issue. Caution is going to be out. He's going to be on the bottom of the racetrack. Mr. Beasley, just got free. And the car, his tires were hot from before. Tried to fix the car. Got down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes the leaders. Dang it. Second caution of the race coming out. The car will be hottest. Now this is where drivers will probably come to pit road. If they top off on fuel, they may try to save a set of tires for track position. Pace car leaving pit road. We'll lead them around, and we'll see how they do. Grab your water, folks. We got a hydrate break coming at you right now. Use those channel points if you're out there on Twitch, and enjoy yourselves. We'll be right back. back underway. 25 of 147. We're going. Cooks Landscape Cup Series drivers working hard. The restart went to the better part of Daniel Eberhardt. If I go back and take a look at that real quick, we'll show you how he got the lead. Oh, caution is back out. We'll take a look at that as well. Here is the start of the race. Joe Hudson. This is the way we look at it. Oh, 60 got free with a bump from the 20, and the 90 took over the lead there. That is being progressive on the restart. Here's what happened to bring out the caution. As I scroll back down, Kevin Brown. Oh, the 15 and the 46. 93, the 5-1, the 21. Ouch. Go back just a moment here. Click stop right here. 46 was trying to slide up to the line. See the 15 on the outside. Tires below the line. Nothing wrong with that. Can be pushed. But 15 was coming down. 46 was trying to hold the line, and that just checked up the pace for the 93, the 13, or the 5-1. So they'll have to come to pit road. Joe Hudson was wrapped up into that as well. We'll have to take a look at Joe and what happened with the caution for him. Oh. Ouch. Poor Joe. Hate that for him. Daniel Eberhardt. Doing a Kevin Brown back on pit road. All the things. Good to see everybody out there. I hope you're all having a wonderful night. We do appreciate you, of course, being out there, knocking things down, kicking butt, taking names. All the basis of operation for everybody. We appreciate you. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do the thing, folks. We're going to go back green flag racing here. '90 to the 60. Green. Let's go. Good restart. 20. Going to try to take over that inside lane on the 60 here. Black flag for David Comstock there. 60 back over the outside. He's going to have to travel forward. It's going to be good, be clean. Chad Coleman up into the mix. 87 on the outside of the 38. 93 out on the bottom, trying to get clear of everything. Everybody working. Everybody holding on. Ooh, 81 to the inside of the 09. Good restart there. Let's go. Here we go, folks. Nelson Rivera in total the 5-1. 24 spots gained for the 5-1. 22 having to get out of the throttle there. Back into the throttle a little bit. 80 looking on the inside of the 22 on corner exit. Kogar going for a move. 43 is going to be on the inside. Doug Roth working. 15 in the mix as well. 15 of Brock Wilson. What a battle for Lucky Dog. Rich Beasley right there in the mix, trying to keep himself off that wall. It's tough. It's tough to do. Brock Wilson, last driver on the lead lap. Doug Sigmund in the, up 5 on the 04. Steve Vest up 8. Right now, Kevin Brown back on pit road. When it comes to the amount of drivers on the lead lap, well, we're gonna have lap traffic pretty quick. 35 drivers on the lead lap. Brock Wilson able to move forward. 32 of 147 being completed as Eberhardt leads. Brock Wilson was looking for the lucky dog. Brock Wilson turned around on the bottom side of the racetrack here. The 6 in the back bumper sent him up the racetrack. 91 having to get out of the brakes, so is the 28, so they'll be back into the throttle. But he's below the racing surface there, so no caution will come out. All right. Drivers working. Schildhouse in third. Bentley Glazer in fourth. Dylan C. Jones up 11 spots already. Is really taking the time to work hard for his money right now. Good to see. Good to see. All right, Wilson coming to pit road. Josh Parker just ahead of the 81. As Eric Arnold press it on, looking to the inside of that Chevrolet ahead of him. Ford leads over a Toyota. Fieldhouse trying to work his way into that mix. Glazer up 4. Andrew Cootie, the 87, working. Fuller coming to pit road. I think the car having some issues. He might have to, he might be parking it here. That thing might be just a handful for him right now. And you hate to see it. You hate to see anybody go through any kind of situation. But, you know, we do know that it can be a pain in the tuchus. That's for darn sure. All right, everybody working. There's Tony Benfield in at 75. I'll throw this thing back on exciting, see where the racing was at right now. Half second the gap, but for those drivers, Cody Harris trying to work his way back for Nelson Rivera, and he off double digits right now. In 16th, that's the battle that you're seeing right there. Quarter second now from Nelson Rivera to Cody Harris. Nelson Rivera trying to work the bottom. 43 of Doug Roth just ahead. Doug Roth to Nelson Rivera. Very close. Very close. .22 on the inside. 43 looking, try to make the pass, puts the tires below the apron there. 43 is going to be in the wall. It's going to benefit the 22. We'll check out the 43 a little bit in the downhill. On the front straightaway, the 22 edges, has the 6 just ahead. See the 22 trying to drive away. 43 on the 22, side by side. Oh, 43 the wall, 28 there, across the nose. Wesley Donaldson, they had a great save. 88 of Jorgensen going around side by side. 28 of Cody Harris went to make that pass. He lost a ton of spots. Wesley Donaldson right behind him. That was the 43 just ahead. The 22 on the inside. They're up next to the wall. Just tough, hard racing. It's going to check those two up. 91 helps the 28 straight back out. Continues to roll forward. He looks fine. Looks okay. Eberhardt, 0.6 of a second. The difference here. Karlovich in second. David Schildhouse in third. Cloud cover coming across the racing zone right now. Oh, caution is out. Josh Parker. Josh Parker on corner exit. Just got free. It snapped on him. Oh, no. Ooh, baby. There's enough on the racing zone that they say, oh, we gotta rack 'em, stack 'em, do it again. All right, driver's good. I'm good. You're good. We're all good. Everybody's good. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Hope everybody's good. Another day, another fine day. All right. Okay. Race off pit road. Well, Bobby Wetzel's going to take over the lead. 93 is going to be a free pass car here. Troy Hite is going to stay out as well. These drivers are choosing track position. Daniel Eberhardt's going to be restarting with Jason Karlovich behind him. David Schildhouse, Bentley Glazer. This is an opportunity. Again, track position on this racetrack is massive. So it truly matters where you find yourself, or where you find it working. We're all holding on. All holding on to dear everything. Love to see it. Okay. You have a game idea? Oh, love to hear about that. Okay, here we go. We have the 9 on the outside, the 46. Black flag for David Comstock. Hopefully he's going to be good to go. Driver going to the bottom. We're green. Kevin Brown getting a black flag as well. Drivers will have to work through those. Should be able to get those cleaned. We'll see. John Ellis and the 21. These drivers need the free pass. Trying to work. 17 on the outside of the 21. Steve Vest jumping to pit road. Karlovich out front. Over the 9 of the and the 90 here. 90 on the inside of the 9. What a massive day. One of our driver cams dropped out. Hate that for anybody. Would have been Brock Wilson. That would have been one of those drivers, I think. Karlovich working. Ooh, 60. Go to the wall, a touch. Whoa, driver's going around. Logan Kogar, Dylan C. Jones. No caution. Seeing drivers. That was on the bottom of the racetrack. Jatina got around. It was Dylan C. Jones right here in the 09. Got to the 38, had the 80 there. It's patience. Not working near as what you would have suspected. But it happens. Big wee, yeah. Unlocking some major progress here. And we'll love to see it. Love to see what the drivers are doing. All right, throw it back on its side and see where the drivers are going. Here we go. Cody Harris, 14 of Jatina behind him. A little bit newer tires, going to work out well for a few drivers, but there's a fall off here. That becomes a battle of attrition. Okay. Continue to check. You think you like that Mark Martin paint scheme? I like them all. All these drivers do a great job. Oh, whoa. Tyler Dalton. Trying to get out of the 3 right there. Ty Bass on the outside. 43 of Doug Roth working. Karlovich, 10th and a half now. Daniel Eberhardt within 2 car lengths of that race car ahead of him. Schildhaus, 54 of 147. 94 laps to go. It's a long way on this racetrack. There's a lot of racing still left. Cootie up 4. Stephen Miles up 7. Bobby Wetzel up 16. Still holding on to what he has. Troy Height working. So tough to pass here that even as it would be, still a massive day. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Sunken Train. All right, holding on to it right now. Nelson Rivera off 4, trying to work his way back forward right behind the 46. Eric Arnold going to be off 3. Chad Coleman up 6. Thomas George in the 6. He's got 13 spots to the advantage. 16 gained by Doug Ross, 16 gained by Bobby Wetzel. I think those are your 2 hard chargers right now. But another driver trying to work on becoming the next hard charger is going to be Mike Montezi here. George Tita's going to be up 9. Starting midfield off 6, but he's got a little right front damage. Cook's Landscape Group on board with that driver. 18 to Mike Kelly in the Granger Racing Machine. Good old days of NASCAR. Well, I liked what we saw just the other day. Quarter second the gap. Eberhardt trying to work. Jason's got a good move happening here. Schildhouse, point comfort where he's at, 3/4 of a second, trying to close in the distance. Eberhardt with a big run out of 3 and 4, 60 out front. Going to drop into the corner. Both drivers mirroring the pirouettes here. The 90, a little bit of the wall tap there. Nice small touch. Out of the corner, trying to close in the distance. Glazer. Oh, Cootie. And a big slide there, but he's good. Stephen Miles holding on to what he has in the Exalta 24. Bobby Wetzel traveling back forward. Nelson Rivera still holding on. Chad Coleman again up 8. Doug Roth up 15. Josh Parker the 81 rebounding his night right now. Back to 15th where he started. Troy Height. That's Tyler Dalton going around to the 3. Looking on the inside. Ty Bass picked his nose there. Should have a run. Here comes the 81 right behind. This is where the danger could be lurking. This driver, Mark Jorgensen Jr., started 3rd on the start of the race, had an incident, and now trying to work his way back forward. Doug Roth is going to throttle back up. 88 trying to drive back into the corner side by side with the 43. Little side draft, but the 43 is going to pull ahead. We'll see if the 88 can throw it into the corner here. Going to be up, trying to stay out of the gas. 43's into the wall. 43 throttles back up, but the 88 will be good. 91 follows him through. 44 making his way around. Glenn Campbell. Oh, Glenn blinked on me. Sorry about that, folks. Oh, Eberhardt passed it for the lead. Sorry about that, folks. I missed that because I was watching the battle back there. Eberhardt, Jason Karlovich. That's the battle there. Karlovich back at second now. A little bit of lap traffic coming up. 62 of 147. At least a green flag pit stop still to be had for every one of the drivers. Kevin Brown coming back to pit lane. Okay. Good work. Eberhardt out front. There's the 80. It's Logan Kogar right there. After that issue, he's going to be lapped. Now, lap traffic will play a big factor here. Kogar in 32nd. Got to manage where he's at. There's 3 of the top 3 have passed him, so we'll see if he's going to be able to run here. Eric Arnold trying to make a pass on Chad Coleman. Thomas George. And that's 6 of 15, 38. Sliding into the corner, drives into the race line. If you ever wanted to know what it looks like, well, here it is. This is a track to be patient on. Downshifting into the corner. Car wants to slide around. Carlovich doing the same thing. Eberhardt in fifth gear. The entire way around this racetrack. Out of the gas. Back into the gas. We'll listen in. Fourth gear in 3 and 4. This is a tighter turn. I say a tighter turn. It's a corner that lasts a little bit less time. There's a track map for everybody. Let's drop the logos down for you. So 1 and 2, a much wider turn, and it narrows back into the 3 and 4. Oh, as Daniel gets into the wall, touch there. Drive off on the corner. It is a straightaway that narrows back into 3 and 4, and it becomes a tighter turn. Even though it opens up a little bit differently, the drivers are having to work extra hard to keep that car lined up. 0.6 of a second between 1 and 2. Schildhaus, 0.3 of a second back. Cootie up 5 and 4th. Bentley Glazer back to 5th. Steven Miles in 6th. Miles right now 31.52, managing what he's got. Daniel Eberhardt in that 90. He's doing good things. Doing good things. A lot of traffic out there. Making it work. Oh, my logo's in the way. There you go. I need to put them up here somewhere. There we go. Because the NASCAR stuff does need to be shown. Look at that. 3 lead changes over the race. And a couple of different leaders. David Schildhaus in 3rd. Cootie's in 4th. Let's go back into the field. Doug Roth's up 15. Jorgensen Jr. is up to 13th now. He's worked his way back into the field. We're halfway through the race for the next couple of laps as the caution will come out. We'll see what happened here. Oh, look like I just missed it. There it is, the 33. Oh, and then the 28. Mike Kelly. Sideways there. The 33 went sideways as well. So Mike Kelly was coming out of here. The 33 was backwards. That would have brought out the caution. So that was the 18. Went down to avoid. That was Josh Ball there in the 33. So, nonetheless, good save. Eberhardt is your race leader. All right, drivers coming to pit road. Cootie's going to stay out. Arnold's going to stay out as well. Okay. Nonetheless. Take a look and see what's going on here. Cootie's going to be out front. Eric Arnold, Chad Coleman, Josh Parker. Karlovich is, I thought that number was one spot. Eberhardt, I think, came in, took fuel only. Rich Beasley doing the thing. I think he was your lucky dog. Mike Kelly back on the lead lap. John Ellis out of the race. Kevin Stone on pit road. Doug Sigmund coming around. Andrew Coody's going to be your driver. Lights are going to be off on the pace car this time by drivers at 1 and 2. And a good day. And a good day. Hey, Charlotte. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. All right, let's do the thing, folks. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's full send. Let's go green flag racing. Fifth caution of the race. Coody, Arnold Coleman, Josh Parker. Mike Kelly gets a black flag. It was passing under yellow situation there. He should be all right to get that cleared. All right. Okay. 87 out front, 31 in tow. Josh Parker working as well. Back on exciting for everybody. Brandon Guerin, that's 16. Going backwards a little bit here. Oh, into the wall. Touch. Dylan Jones on the bottom. Oh, door to door, 44. Montezzi got pushed down as well. Montezzi's going to drop into the corner. 16's going to go around. Everybody's good. Everybody holds on to it and a save, so they keep it going forward. Eberhardt, Joey Jatina. Eberhardt going around the outside. Andrew Coody, David Schildhaus. Schildhaus, the newer tires. Oh, right in the back bumper of the 87. Had such a run. Schildhaus to pass for the lead here. Karlovich in tow. Jason's got to move. 60 on the point. Wesley Donaldson to the outside of the 28. 28 to the bump. The 38 here. The 19 of Tyler Dalton on the outside. 343, Doug Roth, 91. Good throttle up there for the 91. Utilize that upper line. Chad Coleman, ooh, he's got a little bit of a wiggle. Right behind him, the 28 of Cody Harris. Had that inside lane locked in. 38 on the outside. Budgie says, go good, go 24. He's working on it. He's trying to get himself there. Eric Arnold came on 43. Cody came on 43 as well. Schildhaus stepping away from the field. Oh, into the wall, though. Jason working back into the corner. Little wall tap for Jason there. 31 of Eric Arnold. A little bit of the 24 right on his back bumper. 24 to the outside. It's going to throttle way up. That was the literal slingshot engaged. 22 trying to drive off the corner. Got a little bit free. Nelson Rivera, see Josh Parker go around and the 88 of Mark Jorgensen Jr. An opportunity for all drivers. Schildhaus, Karlovich, Andrew Coody. All going to work. All going to work. Stephen Miles to the outside of the 87. Miles for third. We'll have that race line. He's working. Thank you for following, Charlotte. Appreciate you. Schilde out front. And look in the rearview mirror. I'll look for him. Half second of the gap, a little bit of clean air. Trying to work. Oh, into the wall, though. See him working that wheel. A lot of drivers working the wheel. Oh, Eric Arnold going around. Bottom side of the racetrack. Where'd he go? Right here. 31 to the bottom side. There's a 10 coming around. 74 is going to pass him as well. So the 31 having to get back up and going. What happened here? All right. 31 right here. I think he just got free. Whoa, Jorgensen had to get out of the gas. 31 holding on to it. Just the older tires. He's going to park it. Eric Arnold parks on the front straightaway. Comes to pit road. An unfortunate circumstance. 63 laps to go. Okay. Fieldhouse 6/10 of a second as they go. Okay, Schildhouse, let's go. Sorry, I had to pause and read something there. 87, drop it back, 28. There's the 91 going around. 87 of Cootie, only an 8, so he's able to hold on with the tires he has. It's going to be about fuel that we have to make and manage here. Tough day. But some good days. I'm liking them. All right. Everybody's doing good, folks. Everybody's doing good. All right. Jorgensen. How about Jorgensen, though? Up to fourth here. 4.5 the gap. Stephen Miles, 3 seconds the gap. Schildhouse Jason on the move. Half second the gap between the drivers. Stephen Miles backing off the corner. Jorgensen's rolling. We're all seeing a good set of circumstances out of them all. And everybody's putting on a show. So far, so good as we look to go to work. Nothing but the best for everybody. Nothing but the best. Let's throw this thing on exciting. Let's give everybody a wider view and see what's happened on the 28 to 91. Whoa, a little wiggle out of Tyler Dalton there. Dylan Jones back up 8 spots. Cody in the 87, Kevin on 43. He'll need to pit for fuel before anybody else. Eberhard to end of pit road. Oh, Kevin Brown got a meatball flag. What happened to Kevin? Oh, I think his engine blew. That's what happened. He was sitting on pit road getting fixed. Coming in for tires as Joe Argentina comes around. He's got Doug Roth 1.2 ahead. Glenn Campbell up 14. Cody back at 13th. Wesley Donaldson, Cody Harris having a little battle here. They're going to get cleaned up and start moving back forward. Everhart in and out of pit road. Everybody's good to go there. Oh, man. It's a good day. 14 spots for Glenn Campbell. He's got a good race happening. He's got Cootie in his sights. Just keeping our eyes on where these drivers are at. Chad Coleman dropping back to 20th here. A lot of ground to make up. Some of these drivers are going to be looking at, we've had a lot of drivers out of the race right now. It's 34th on back. They're working. They're working. All right, the 20. Still out front as your race leader. Jason has not gone away. Keep it a nice, cool, calm, and collected. 49 laps to go. I'm going to take a little bit of a hydrate break and make something. All right, you got to go to bed. Go to bed, brother. I appreciate you. I've got a few things to work on myself, so I need to. I want to take a hydrate break, but I've got a few messages here that when it pertains to the real world that I have to take care of at the same time. So apologies about not being here vocally for a moment, but I need to take care of it. Be right back. All right. Schildhouse 1.3 the gap. Stephen Miles in third. Cody Harrison fourth. Jorgensen Jr. 6/10 of a second back from there. Trying to travel his way forward. Donaldson up 21. Hard charger as we speak. Thomas George working on an 18-spot gain. 3 spots for the 22. Still left to be gained. He started inside the top 5. Tyler Dalton up a spot. Dylan C. Jones up 8. Andrew Cootie coming to pit road. So we're seeing drivers come in for those final pit stops. And how long will they be able to run these laps? 93 for Daniel Eberhardt. Daniel Eberhardt. He's got fresh tires in the field. About 21 lap fresher tires than everybody else. The 33 just behind him. Josh Ball came out on 103. So that's just a challenge of perspective. Chad Coleman on pit road. We're seeing what drivers are going to do here. Doug Roth coming to pit road. So we're seeing some of the drivers come in. We'll see how that'll fare out for the next 37 laps. David Schildhouse, your race leader. Karlovich, Cody Harris, Stephen Miles had that third spot locked in. Cody Harris just made that pass. Josh Parker coming to pit road. So we're seeing drivers coming to pit road here. But we're going to see if here's where Cody made that pass. I think the 24 and the 26 had something going on there. The 24 got in the wall. The 80 got free. So Stephen Miles lost that spot based on what was happening here. Oh, out of the corner. Had to get out of the throttle. Got a little bit into the wall there. Goes low. And the 28 just had a run. That was a bad set of circumstances for the 24. So Stephen Miles will deal with the car as it goes. Schildhouse, 1.8 the gap. 60. There's a 43 on the inside. 60 up high. Here comes the 80 trying to get a lap back here as well. That's Kogart. It's easy to go 2 laps down here. Kogart sitting in 33rd is, I think, 4 laps down now. Trying to work his way back forward. So that'll be what he needs to do. Not a bad day. Not a bad stake in the claim. All right, 43 on the inside of the 20. Mark Schrader coming to pit road. Starting to see drivers make those pit stops. And currently 17 drivers on the lead lap. Tony Benfield is naturally a lap down, 75. As Jose Gonzalez trying to track him down. There's Mr. Gonzalez in that 26. Daniel Eberhardt on the newest tires. Beasley coming to pit road. This is 20th. That's how many drivers he's had to drive around. Pretty massive. Definitely an interesting day. Ooh, good boogly woogly. $20 to the 60 to the 28 to the 24 and the 88. Wesley Donaldson up 21. Thomas George up 18. Nelson Rivera off 3. Tyler Dalton up 1. 8 spots gained for Dylan Jones. Right now, Bobby Wetzel giving him 73. He's just trying to manage. Just doing what he does. Bobby doing a great job. Sonny Benfield doing a great job. Right now, 67 coming off pit road. Chad Coleman trying to work his way back around. Right now, Cootie 2 laps down. Doug Roth, David Comstock. Both those drivers a lap down. A lucky dog would be Stony Benfield. Everhart, though, trying to close that gap down. Got about a 1.8 second to Mr. Gonzalez. About 9 seconds to Stony Benfield. Doug Roth giving a 110. He is closing down 12.5 seconds to Daniel Eberhardt. And David Comstock just behind him, Kevin on 72 himself. Cootie came in on 109. So these drivers are trying to work their way forward for sure. And definitely a massive day. There's a 10 of Rich Beasley behind your race leader. 29 laps to go. It's about making it to the end. These drivers are going to make it to the end. Some of the drivers had to come in and pit. What they had to do. There was no question about it. All right. I need 3 laps of a moment, folks. The race is still picking up. We'll see how this one fares out. Give it just a moment. Right back. All right, race is unfolding here in David Schildhouse. Right behind the 13. That is Mr. Comstock. Bobby Wetzel just ahead of he. This is a natural lap past 13. Brandon Guerin getting a black flag. I think he was coupled to pit road. He might have been too fast exiting there. Schildhouse, 23 laps to go. Cook's Landscape Cup Series here for SIM500. Monday Night Premier Series action. There's the 80 of Kogar. Up in the mix trying to get around. 13 trying to work on another spot. These are just the difference on tires for a few of the folks. David trying to work around the 9. 20 trying to be a little bit patient here. 4.14 for Jason. Cody Harris is closing in. Wesley Donaldson up in 4th. Stephen Miles inside the top 5. Jorgensen Jr. back into the mix again. Right behind him, Thomas George, Nelson Rivera, Tyler Dalton, Dylan C. Jones. Joey Jatina in 15th. On the lead lap. Again, it on 72 for he. Mike Montezi came in on 72. Eberhardt. First driver on the new tires. Trying to close in on Bobby Wetzel. 15 seconds the gap. Still a lap down. 20 looking on the bottom. 13 looking on the bottom as well. 13 trying to work. 9 up on the outside. 13 to the bottom side. Schildhouse with a run here. Schildhouse on the outside. 80 getting a little bit free right there. 13 gives the outside lane to the 20. 80's going to drop into the corner right there with a 13. 13's going to drift up. Oh, into the 13 drifts up to the 80. 80 had that outside lane locked in. So trying to do what you do, folks. Right now, the 20. Stepping back away from Jason. Jason has that same lap traffic to get through. 4 seconds of gap. Schildhaus just behind the 9. Bobby Wetzel still in the lead lap. We'll try to stay on the lead lap. We'll work at it as the 20 tries to get around. We'll look over the inside. Bobby Wetzel lets him go. Oh, the 20 pushes tight. Oh, up into the 9. Out of the corner. Schildhaus runs him tight. That was close. That was a good view. Just how the drivers have to run the 20. It's going to be right there, the 9. Right in the toe of the 20, so he goes a lap down. Schildhaus. That's lap to 17th. Montezi a second ahead. Bobby Wetzel, the driver, trying to get there. 9 up on the outside lane. Here comes Kogar on the bottom. Kogar trying to get one of those laps back as well. Kleiber out of the race. Seeing it all work. Schildhaus, Jason in second. Cody Harrison third. Chad Coleman is coming around. Eberhard trying to get around the 19. 17 laps to go. And the halfway point on the fuel, that's the marker. 72 is the last time they came in. Everybody's put in all the effort. Schildhaus closing it on the number 4 car. 16 laps to go. Cody Harris trying to close in to Jason here. 38 of Chad Coleman working. Trying to unlap himself here at least one time. There's about 4 seconds the gap between he and Schildhaus. But he is right behind the 60, who has led some laps today. Had a pretty phenomenal race. Right now, Darlington, a good race. 60 is going to give the outside of the 38. That's what you see there, 60. That's how you set up faster tires to get around you without losing your race line. Now, Cody Harrison's going to close in the distance here because Jason braked early into the corner. But that's the battle for the top 3. Cody Harris in that 28 working. Got a decent run happening. Wesley Donaldson, 5.7 back from there. 10 seconds off the pace of the race leader right now. 20 side by side with Montezi. Joey Jutina still in the lead lap. Glenn Campbell just ahead of he. Troy Height, Stephen Miles back to 11th. Stephen might be saving fuel here. Just trying to manage and do what he does. Schildhaus, 14 laps to go. The fuel check is always the concern. 147 laps means that they would have to have run 75 laps on the cycle. Not impossible with a full fuel tank. But you think of the 500 biddies, dear. I appreciate those very much. You're a legend, as always. Thank you, dear. Everybody hold on. On the gap. Everybody trying to work. Dylan C. Jones has the 33 on the inside. 33 trying to march his way forward. Eberhard trying to get back on the lead lap. Has unlapped himself to Nelson Rivera. Well, Eberhard still working. Trying to do what he does best, and that is continue to press on and press forward. Cook's Landscape Cup Series every Monday night next week. They're going to Rockingham here in the Premier Series. They're going to run 150 laps around that racetrack. Then we're going to Bristol, then Kansas, then Talladega. We're gonna have a bye week for Easter on April 6th, so we'll have an off week on Monday nights coming up. Shieldhouse try to maximize the wins and trying to close in the gap on the point standings. David Shieldhouse has one win on the season, trying to be the first I would say the first multiple winner. I got to look real quick. Believe he would be the first driver with multiple wins. 5 different winners in the first 5 races, and Shieldhouse trying to take that one away and be the first driver to have multiple wins in the series, which would be good for him because Shieldhouse right now 7th in the point standings coming into today's race, and so they need if he needed anything, it's going to be this right here. Fuller 4th in the point standings, still missing a race, and he's still gonna have some points. He's gonna lose a few spots, but he will definitely have be able to march forward. Brian Wortman going low for the 20. 5.6 the gap. Now half second still the gap for Cody. Wesley Donaldson holding on to that 91 as Nelson Rivera there as well. Dylan C. Jones trying to close back in the fresher tires. Daniel has gotten around the 18, trying to work there as well. 18 is Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly came out on 99. Mark Jorgensen Jr. into pit road. 8 laps to go. How much do you have? Do you have enough to save? Clean air for the 20 is going to be able to allow him to do that. Jason, 5.8 the gap. Shieldhouse coming to pit road. It was the biggest concern about any of this was whether or not fuel was going to be a factor. And now Daniel has leveled his lap times out. 32.1 was the last time by. Andrew Cootie, 31.27, fastest driver on the racetrack currently. There's still about an 8-second gap between that 87 and the 90. But I tell you what, the 90, right behind the 91 here, will keep it interesting. David Shieldhouse coming around, 6 seconds to gap. Be 5 laps to go when we come around. A splash and go would be enough if they needed it. But a lot of the drivers have probably had to think about fuel this entire race. And I think they know what's best. Shieldhouse to the 60, to the 28. The 28 with an opportunity to close in here. Shieldhouse 31.77. His last time by. He's got the green number. Let's see how it does. 5 laps are going to be 4 this time by. Nelson Rivera in 4th now. 44. Glenn Campbell had a little bit of a blink there. 04. Trying to get to the back bumper. 4 laps to go. The 60, the 28, the 22. $60 holding on. 28 down to the bottom. Nelson Rivera up 1. Wesley Donaldson up 22. Still the hard charger tonight, Mike Montezi. As Bobby Wetzel trying to close in that gap. 23 spots gained for the 4. 14 for the 44 as the 38 goes around the outside. Joey Jatina still in the lead lap. As David Shieldhouse trying to close that back down. 14 just ahead. 20 with a runner to the back straightaway. He's going to give way to the bottom side. David Comstock coming to pit road. 3 laps to go. It'll be 2 this time by for the 20 of David Shieldhouse. The magic number was right there. And a phenomenal job. Thank you to everybody watching tonight. If you haven't done so, again, reach up at that like button for me, or subscribe, or follow, or do whatever you need to do. It's been a good series. It's been good Monday nights. Personal life having some things. About the 12 of Stephen Miles is back at 12th. He is trying to make sure he is good to go. He has dropped all the way back to make sure he was good to go. But David Shieldhouse will come around and see it. White flag waves. Final lap here at Darlington. The lady in black keeping him nice and calm. And the man showeth uppeth. does what no man can do. Currently winning his second race in the first 6 weeks of the series. The 28 to the end. We'll look into the inside, but Schildhouse coming around. David Schildhouse will get the win here. The Cooks Landscape Cup Series. Monday night, Darlington belongs to the 20. He will give all the goodness. Eberhardt came around. Steve Miles, last driver on the lead lap. Did a pretty bang-up job. Drivers did a phenomenal job tonight. Congratulations. I know we had a few cautions, but hey, the cautions do happen. And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to call, a lot of fun to watch. So we shall see. We shall see. Fieldhouse will burn it down. We're going to talk to him in just a moment. 38 there on the inside. 20 will work. Here's your race results. Courtesy of Cook's Landscape Cup Series, Cook's Landscape Group, here for the SIM500 Cup Series. 70 laps led for Schildhouse, most of any driver out there. Jason finishes in second. Cody Harrison third. Montesi was the hard charger tonight, 24 spots gained. Schildhouse again led the most laps. Fastest lap of the race was the 60 at 29.989. Pole position belonged to the 60 as well. He finishes again in second. Nelson Rivera in fourth. Wesley Donaldson in fifth. Dylan C. Jones, Thomas George, Ty Bass, Troy Height, Tyler Dalton, your top 10. Rich Bees, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the manual. Go back this way. Boom. There it is. Bentley Glazer, Stephen Miles, Joey Jatina. There we go. Bentley Glazer, Stephen Miles, Joey Jatina, Mike Montesi. Still there as well. Bobby Wetzel finishes in 15th. Glenn Campbell, Andrew Cootie, Doug Ross, Tony Benfield, Daniel Eberhardt in 20th. Chad Coleman, Mark Jorgensen Jr., Mike Kelly, Josh Ball, Jose Gonzalez there through 25th. Brian Wortman at 26th. Mark Schrader, David Comstock, Doug Sigmund, Logan Kogar through 30th. Mr. Beasley, Mr. Garand, Mr. Josh Parker, Mr. Eric Arnold, Kevin Stone, John Ellis, Kevin Brown, Steve Vest, Mr. Fuller, Mr. Wilson, and then Mr. Hudson and Mr. Kleiber all the way through 42nd. Pretty phenomenal race. Good day. Kind of the way it works. I'm going to talk to the man, though, because the man doeth the thingeth, because that's what he does. He did a phenomenal job. It'd be doing the thing. He's on camera. He's the man behind the scenes. We got a good look at you coming across the line, thanking everybody, doing the thing that things have been done. And the first thing that has been done this season, you're the first multi-time winner here in the first 6 weeks at Darlington. Congratulations, David. You had to be patient track.
This one was tough. This was really tough. You know how much this track means to me, dude. I tell you all the time when we come to Darlington. I was just telling the children, when I come to this track, dude, I expect to win. And honestly, it wasn't looking like it was going to happen there for a little while. This was borderline impossible to drive, even more hard to race people. And the 90 was really good. The 60 was really good. It took a mistake from the 90 on pit road to basically, I think, lose the race for him. He was probably better. And then it just came down to long run. Thank God it came down to long run like last year. And that's where I know my strength is. Like, I don't care if these guys can out, 10th a lap me in the first 10 laps at Darlington. Where the money gets paid is in the lap 40 and lap 50. And I'm just glad that I was able to hold on to my stuff and run the right pace to survive a long green flag run. And win here at Darlington, and put $50 in my pocket, too.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, $50 going to the race winner tonight. There's a few of these that are happening all across the beautiful, SIM500 racing series. One of the things that I've noticed is as the lap times fell off, I was a little concerned with fuel for a moment there, but then I started thinking about it. Lap times were falling off pretty heavily, and as they fell off, fuel consumption was going to be less, and we started seeing drivers shift less as well. There was a lot to be said for how this track ran, and the track was hot enough to make you want to burn some fuel.
Yeah, the fuel burn was fine. I mean, when we pitted there, we were well within our window. I think I still had 3.5, maybe 4 laps to the good on fuel. So I never looked at it. I was never concerned about it. To your point, the pace slowed down so much that the fuel burn rate was never going to put us in jeopardy. So yeah, I mean, obviously there's some split strategy there. 4 guys stayed out. That bit them, and I'm sure they're regretting that. But the way the race was going, it kind of looked like they might get that caution that they wanted after 20, 25 laps, because that's, I think, basically what we did throughout the first half of the race. I'm just really proud of this group. It has been a struggle. We talked about it a lot last week at Vegas, and I'm really proud of this group for putting on a good race tonight at a very tough racetrack and very, very tough conditions with the way the car drove, the setup, and everything. I can't underscore enough how proud I am of this entire group for not having a complete dumpster fire of a race and double-digit cautions and having a long green flag run to the end. It was not hard. But I think what that proves to me, and what I've sort of suspected, is when guys are less concerned with racing each other and more concerned about driving the car and the track and racing the track, the incident counts are going to go down. So, again, just really proud of everybody for putting on a good race tonight. And I think this is going to be really good for me in the points. It's really cool to be the first multi-time winner. I was watching back my VOD from this race a year ago. We won this one last year. It was a long green flag run to the end. And, not that it really translated, but I just love winning at Darlington, man. This is my joint, and I'm happy to win here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put on a good long green flag run, and I like those as well. Of course, I like my little bit of carnage, and we got a little bit of 5 cautions today. Had about 4 different green flag lead changes and over 5 different leaders, which means that you took the lead at least one more time today. There's little instances of being able to set up corners, and I think that was one thing that I noticed in the race yesterday with NASCAR, and then watching what you guys were doing today. You had to set up the corner to drive into it, to be able to push the corner, to be able to push the car to be right there on the quarter pedal to have drive off if you were going to try to make passes. But it took some time, and like the real world racetrack, it takes time to set up what you need to do to get around drivers.
Yeah, the lady in black rewards patience and discipline. It always has, and it always will. But with what we had in front of us tonight to drive, you were a passenger more than you were a driver of this thing. Like, it was tight on entry, it was tight in the middle, and then it'd be snappy off, especially if you're in fourth, trying to feed throttle and unwind the wheel and finish the corner. So that's where I really found a lot of my speed and tire saving was. I think in 3 and 4 was the biggest difference of the line that I was running. Moving up the racetrack and trying to get a straighter drive off, but not being afraid to give it the beans a little bit and work that right rear, because the right front was melting at a higher rate. So if I could work that right rear a little bit more with throttle in 4th gear, it really did try to benefit me. But I was backing up my corners, like all the things that I know to do, and running very, very low brake bias, just because those are the things you can do from the car to try and offset a very, very tight race car. So very difficult and really impossible to race people. You really just had to follow them around and hope they made a mistake and that you didn't blow it when you tried to pass them. But listen, man, it's a win. That's win number 2 of the year. I'm just excited to win again and win here at Darlington. I can't say it enough. I love Darlington. I was telling the children this past weekend, man, was probably my least favorite trip to Darlington I've ever had, which sucks because I love going there. But we had a really bad race on Saturday, and, that just kind of kills the vibe a little bit. But listen, man, this place is special. There's a lot of history here, and to be a winner at Darlington in the spring again makes me pretty happy.
I like it. I like watching it. I like seeing it. We're going to go to Rockingham next week. That's a characteristic racetrack, tough corners, bumpy corners, finding the line around there and finding it quick, I think, is going to be what sets next week apart. We're going to, having these a short track style of vibe. See the 750 horsepower package come to life on the simulator as well as in the real world Gen 7 car. It's it kind of blows my mind a little bit. And one thing that I noticed yesterday is that a lot of the drivers that we saw are really good today that had that fall off. We saw some of the best drivers in the world yesterday have that same kind of fall off that we saw today. Maybe it's just the push of the package. Maybe it's just the push of trying to figure this car out. But you did it tonight. Next week, what's the game plan there?
Yeah, I think you nailed it, man. We just got to learn as fast as we can what the car's doing. If it's tight, if it's loose, if it's somewhere in between. But I have a sense that it's going to be a challenge. But I like a challenge. That's why I like Darlington, and that's why I like Rockingham, because they are challenging racetracks. This new version, the top just isn't there in 1 and 2. We learned that already from, I think, the Grand National Series race there, or Truck Series race there recently, and the new version of it just races very differently. So I expect it to be probably a bottom dominant race, but if we have the ability to move around the racetrack, that just helps us so much. So I hope that it widens out, even if it's just in 3 and 4. But I think whoever can get up to speed the fastest and figure out the tricks usually wins these things. So that'll be my goal going into practice next Monday night. Is figure it out as quickly as possible, figure out what I can get away with, what I can't get away with, and probably what I need to have under me to go out and compete for a win. This is a very hard series to win in, man. These guys are good.
And you've done it twice, and that's a staple. Premier Series, Cook's Landscape Group, race winner number 6 here tonight for win number 2, David Schildhouse. Brother, give a shout outs. That was a lot of fun, and I was a little bit more quiet tonight. Little personal things going on with some folks over to my brethren in North Carolina that know, that are probably watching, because they have a tendency to stick around and watch and lurk. Much love to you. Be safe. We'll see you guys in November. But rather give you shout outs. I wanted to hit that real quick because I've got a group message that I'm a part of that's kind of important, and it's a message group that us veterans try to make sure that we are on point with, and usually nothing really happens during the broadcast, but something did happen today, and yeah. So yeah. But I was a little more quiet today, but I was still calling the race. You guys did a phenomenal job. I thought it was a great race and on a phenomenal racetrack, and it is your time.
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it. Well, thinking of your guys as always. Appreciate everything that they do, and you as well for us and our country. But a big thank you, as always, to Splash Go Graphics for the beautiful paint scheme. The children were telling me that it looked really, really good on the broadcast. So even if you were quiet, the camera was doing the work, making that 20 car look good out front. A big thanks to everyone at twitch.tv/Schildhouse. The children, as always, hanging in there with me tonight, and excited to see this win for sure. Everyone at Cook's Landscape Group for their support of the series, of course. Couldn't do it without them. And you, Signature Esports Network, for your continuing coverage of everything that we do here. Whether you're talking, not talking, showing, not showing, it doesn't matter, man. The fact that you choose to spend your time showing what we're doing here on Mondays and Wednesdays and every other night that you're doing your thing really does mean a lot. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will look forward to seeing you next week at Rockingham.
Yeah, I got ourselves a Grand National race to call first, and I'm looking forward to that.
I always forget about that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you in Michigan on Wednesday then.
Yeah, I'm double dipping right now, okay? All right, everybody know it. SIM500 looks good on Signature Esports, that's for sure.
Amen to that, brother. I'd say it every day, shout it from the rooftops, because it's the truth.
I love it. All right, David, we'll see you Wednesday, and good luck with the rest of your races this week.
Appreciate you, man. We'll see you in the Irish Hills on Wednesday night. Thank you.
That is David Schildhouse of the Children. Much love, children. And they're going to do the thing. Andrew, thank you very much. I appreciate you. All the love in the world. How about that old 60 machine coming home, P2? Got on pole, had a fast car, the fast laps, and the dang old car decided it was going to fall off on you. But a great P2. 39 laps led. Nothing wrong with that style of racing today, man. You did phenomenal. Congratulations. Love seeing that car up front, because I think that's where you should be.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. It's been a tough start to the season, so it was nice to start up front. I don't get a lot of poles, so that was a bit unexpected. But Darlington's a good track. Won here last year and have a lot of fun running this track. It's definitely a driver's track. Happy we had a green flag run there at the end. Finish this thing off and clean race. And yeah, just David did a better job saving his stuff in that last run. I thought I was doing a good job saving behind him, but then we just slowly started to fade more and more, and then it just got to the point where I was just trying to hang on and not wreck, and had a good battle with Cody there, just trying to hang on for a second. So overall, great day. Got to lead some laps, so can't complain. Happy to just be up towards the front and dodge the chaos tonight.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that what I saw. The 90 made the pass on you. It was a weird, awkward thing happening right behind you that kind of got the car upset, and he was just able to throttle out. There was, I mean, a good restart. Like everything that you could have done with clean air, you did with clean air. I know that it seemed like maybe the 90 was a little bit better on the long run, but when it came down to it, you were able to keep the line moving forward for you to make them run your pace, which is what I notice out of this car the most, whether it's on iRacing or the real world. It's about controlling where everybody else is, and I don't know, was it a mirror look, or was it just I'm just going to try to hit my mark?
Early in the race, it was trying to just hit my mark. I felt a lot more comfortable on the bottom of 3 and 4. A lot of the guys were running up more towards the wall, so that was my strategy. Was just kind of hug the white line as much as I could, and then just yeah. But if you have someone catching you, I definitely want to move your car up or down based on where they're running to kind of block the air a little bit. Don't like that kind of driving, but you got to do it in these cars, and certainly doing it at the end there a little bit, just kind of based on where the 28 was going. Just trying to, keep them from being able to get a big enough run off the corner to come and get me there for a second. So, yeah, just the restarts were tricky with older tires starting up front and navigating them. Worked out for me earlier in the race when I was able to get by the 90, and then um, there when David uh, got past me on the that last restart that we had there, just he got through the traffic better than I did, and that was all she wrote. He got the clean air and took off. So would have liked to see what could have did there if had the clean air at that restart, but I don't based on how far David pulled away there at the end, I think he was going to get by me regardless. So yeah, congrats to him. He did a good job, and just yeah, it feels good just to finally get a podium here and be talking to you, and just happy with the run tonight overall. Just from start to finish was a good race.
Well, you gained 10 spots in the points, since those are updated for me. That's massive. I mean, between you and Nelson, you guys are up double digits. That's a whether you're in or not kind of move. I know it's only week 6, but these kinds of finishes for you will keep you solidified in those spots, and I think that's huge. That's momentum, and we all know that you need momentum to do anything in this on the surface.
Yeah, you definitely do. Starting the season with 2 super speedways, and then Auto Club hasn't been good to me. So just those 3 races were pretty bad. I think I tore up race cars in all of them. Went to Phoenix and was running good finally, and got tore up there too. So just in a big hole to start the season. But it's a long season, and a lot of people come and go in the standings. So just need to put a string of clean races together. And Rockingham's another good track for us next week. So looking forward to going out there and doing the same next week.
You might be 61 points off the lead, but you're only 2 points behind the next spot. You're only, there's time. There's lots of time, and there's chances for race wins coming up.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal every week is to get up there and win. It's getting pretty comfortable in these cars now at this point, but some of these guys just they really understand this next gen and the way it drives and the dirty air and how to
Mhm.
save the tires and lean on that right rear a little bit more. That's just hard to do in this car compared to the, Xfinity car or Riley car. Just, can't really drive it on the right rear like we're used to with stock cars. So just learning this thing has been a challenge over the years, but just, it's the same car, same setup. I know it was a tough setup for everyone tonight, but we're all running the same thing. So just had to go out there and drive it and make it work. And personally, I had a good time driving it. Obviously, finished good, so that helps. With my views on the race. But just overall, I feel like SIM500 just did a good job there, at least in that last run, to finish under green instead of having a caution and chaos at the end. So that was just good to see. Just happy for just the 60 group to have a strong run tonight.
I like it. You're the first Toyota in the field as well, so that's a good day when you're surrounded by Chevrolets for a moment, and then. So I don't know. I know manufacturers being a thing in the real world. It would be interesting to see if the manufacturer difference would be a thing in iRacing. I know they try to make a level playing field out of it, but I like diversity. Like, does the Chevrolet suck as much as what it does in NASCAR today? Or does that would make probably see a lot of people. Trying to get those, trying to drive those Toyotas, because boy, I tell you what, they are as Mr. Tyler Reddick said yesterday, they are as fast as Xfinity Internet. And tonight you were one of them. Fastest lap of the race, 39 laps led, and a very clean race from you, Jason. Give your shout outs, brother. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you, Jason, for putting on the broadcast, giving us something to go back and watch. Finally have something to watch, so check it out tomorrow. Congrats to David on the win again. Speedway Collective, Fantasy NASCAR site. If you missed the start of the season, we still have season segments this season, so you can sign up for the summer segment, get on there and still compete with other people. So everyone after Math Motorsports. We didn't really have a big showing tonight, but just appreciate their help, week in, week out. And everyone tuned in, watching, and spend their time on a Monday night watching some, sim racing. Just, thanks everyone at SIM500 too for putting on the show every week.
A pretty fantastic day. All right, brother. We will chat at you later. Good luck with the rest of your races this week. It was a good race, and hopefully we see that thing at Victory Lane soon.
Yeah, hope so too. Appreciate it.
That is the 60. That's Jason coming home. We share a name, so I like it. Comes home Pete too. Last but not least, Cody Harris. He was on the charge there late in this one, and you were on full send mode, sir. Congratulations on P3 tonight. Walk me through it. This was a race of the race of the ages for you. Just up, not really up and down, just kind of back and forth, duck, dodge, dive, and dive. This was literally what I describe of if you could dodge traffic, you could dodge a dodgeball.
Yeah, didn't start out too good there. Started on the front row, and then I think Mark spun his tires, ended up in the inside wall about 100 feet after the line. Then it was just kind of work my way up from there. Had some damage, had a little bit to get fixed a couple of times, and then got in something else and got that fixed. And then I saved a set of tires on one run, so it's kind of riding around at the back, and then finally made a charge up through there. I wish I had a little more time and or another caution to maybe give David. I felt like if I would have got control of the race, I would have been in pretty good shape to maybe get a win here, but just didn't pan out that way.
You had to go through a lot to get yourself just back up to third, and you were still closing the distance down at the end. I looked at, and it was one thing I was talking to David about when it came to fuel mileage here. I know that some drivers are pushing harder, some drivers were shifted more. The fall off on how the car falls off and over the 2 seconds that you guys were losing over the course of the run, the car seemed like it was just super boggy. And it just listening to what you guys had going on, it was kind of nuts. It was an interesting sound, so to speak, from the cars.
Yeah, I don't think I was shifting as much as some people. I wasn't shifting down in 1 and 2 and only in 3 and 4. So, I had several laps left there at the end. So, and I knew from some practice what I could do on a fuel run. So, it was kind of fun to actually have it go to the end, and got to be quite a handful to drive, which is I enjoy. I wish we got some more longer runs in this series, because the car gets more fun to drive after it kind of gets off its rails after 15, 20 laps.
Well, I think that's always the goal. I know that we had a handful of cautions today, but that's Darlington doing Darlington things to everybody. Not necessarily anybody else's fault, but I mean, but I know David and Jason both said it, and I'm pretty sure you could probably attest to it as well. Patience is you get rewarded with a lot of patience here. Being able to stack the corner, being able to set up the drive, set up the turn in, the turn off. It's pretty immaculate to watch.
Yeah, for sure. You definitely have to feather the car around here. I like, not driving very hard at the one, let the car get set. A lot of people said they were really tight, and I never had that issue, but I am just assuming they were overdriving the entry to one, particularly, and melting the right front, because you just kind of float it in there. You can kind of hook a line, and it'll just float around there if you get it right. It's pretty satisfying when you do, but when you don't, you lose quite a bit of time.
Yeah. Yesterday we did our Sunday Fun Day series. We do similarly what SIM500 does. So whatever NASCAR is running on Sunday morning, we take a random car that we throw on we got a wheel of, I call it the wheel of death, because some of the cars that we've put combinations with have been absolutely dumb. So we do that Sundays, but we ended up driving the trucks yesterday, which is the first time that I've driven the trucks on Darlington since its update. And I felt like the track wanted to, I mean, the wall didn't want to pull you in as much, but the track it felt like it wanted to send you up. So I know the Gen 7 car has a much harder planted feel when it comes to that. So I could imagine what you guys were going out there. I haven't ran an official in the A Cup, or in the A car, as we call this, this week. And so like I enjoy watching it because I can see what the setup is, and I can see how you guys are driving. It just seems like everybody was comfortable. I didn't think everybody was that tight.
It was snug, and then it would snap loose on exit, I think, is where it got more sketchy for people. But yeah, it was kind of fun to manage it there. If you melted, like if you just stomped it off the corner, it would snap and spin to the inside, which I think you saw several people do throughout the race. But
yeah,
that, or if you couldn't necessarily tell if it was going to catch when you put a little steering back into it. Mm-hmm. So I think you could also saw some overcorrections too, which I think brought out a few yellows.
Yeah, but really no. I mean, we only saw a couple of bumper tags, but realistically, I mean, with the 42 car field, I'm gonna miss a lot of the bumper tags.
It was one of the cleaner races we've had this year.
Yeah. Oh no. I don't disagree there. But I mean, we're gonna change that and go to Rockingham next week.
Maybe it'll have a similar feel, and we'll get a little space between us and have a good race.
It'll be fine. I think I know that we've had some cautions, and I know that everybody is focused on trying to have cleaner races, and I understand that from a league's point of view. Nobody likes to be around there pacing, and everybody wants to be out there racing. I completely understand it. However, from my point of view, I get some great clips, and I get some great content out of it. And it changes and shakes things up from a storytelling point of view. Cautions are okay. Now there is a point where I'm going, oh dear Lord, but and that's not with SIM500. I've had that in other races and other series, and even at a charity race at one point. But you just you got to roll with the punches. And tonight, everybody did a phenomenal job. I think 5 cautions is par for the course. I think what NASCAR had 6 of them yesterday. So you did better than NASCAR.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it. Cody, thank you for putting up your drive cam. I appreciate that, of course. And we'll try to keep Ohio on point, Ohio State on point from everybody behind you. Because I went to UNC, so I'm a Tar Heel fan, right? But I like seeing college teams be represented. It's like we all have gaming setups and simulators and steering wheels in front of our faces, but very few. Like I have a Tar Heel poster behind me, and like hardly see the college stuff going on. Like, come on, college sports is way better than the professional stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And Ohio State has a pretty damn good football team. I can't say that for UNC. Our football team sucks. We have the best coach in the quote unquote the best coach in the world. Arguably the best coach in the world. And I'm not even a fan of Bill Belichick, but he's supposed to be doing something with that football program, and he better do it soon because
Like college football doesn't seem to wait around anymore.
It doesn't. They move on quick. All right, Cody, I'm gonna let you go, man. P3 tonight. Congratulations, phenomenal race. You did everything necessary to put yourself in that position and way to battle back.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, give shout outs, man. It's your time.
Yeah, just thank you guys for putting this on, and I got a few friends and family that watch from time to time, so it's fun to do this every week.
Well, you tell them that you got your dang old driver cam up, and they can jump on here and be like, "Hey, that's Cody." That's it'd be like, "Oh, could you show Cody again?" And I've got a button that does that.
Very cool.
I've got a button just for that. All right, Cody. Have a great week. We'll see you to the next race. Are you running the Grand National Series this week?
Nope. Just
Monday night.
Just this one.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Well, you enjoy it. We'll see you next week at Rockingham, and good luck in the rest of your races wherever you're racing.
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you.
That's Cody Harris coming on P3 tonight, and a phenomenal race for him and a phenomenal race for the field. I think they do a great job. Anybody who says anything differently can well say bye-bye. So that's Cody Harris. We have a face with a name because I goof up sometimes and forget to ask. Andrew, thank you very much. Somebody said I missed something on lap 16. I think it was Andrew said I missed. Andrew Cody said I missed his save on lap 16, but I thought we saw that. At least I thought we did. Let's go to lap 14 right here. And let's find Mr. Andrew Cody here real quick. That's right there. Oh, there he is. There's the 10 of the 88 right there. Where are you at on this list now? There you are, right here in the 87. It was lap 16. You had a phenomenal race. You did a great job. I was rooting for that 87, by the way. Wanted to see what it is. So he said it was on lap 16. So this is lap 16, I do believe. Ooh. Oh, that was a save. I did miss that one. Nice job. Oh, I thought we saw that. I thought we were watching on board with that. I might be wrong. I don't know. Butchie, do you remember? Because I don't remember. Still cool. Love seeing it. Everybody did a great job. I need to hit rewind here because things are doing things. I can't remember if I did or not. If I missed it, I'm sorry. But we saw it now. Love to see it now. Folks, we appreciate you. Thank you to everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. So we've got Chop Shop Racing Truck Series action. It's going to be a lot of fun. Another big field, another big race. Darlington was fun. This was a good race. I enjoyed it. I hope everybody else enjoyed it. Like, follow, subscribe wherever you're at. Make sure that you give Budgie some love. Go follow her on twitch.tv/BudgieBird5. Make her a moderated partner and give her some love. We appreciate you. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. Also, in reference to my friends and everything going on out there, folks, if you ever need to talk to somebody, please talk to somebody. I can't encourage that enough. When I say be good, be safe, be kind, it's everything. Be safe in your mindset. Be good in life. Be kind, because you never know what somebody else is going through. And so that being said, take care of one another. I mean it. So, I've got some things to go through and, some friends to call and talk to, and we'll see you soon. Be good.